Hello everyone. Let's we begin with one more chapter, Class 9 Standard Science. The name of the chapter is The Fundamental Unit of Life with the exercise question and answers. Let's we begin. First question, make a comparison and write down ways in which plant cells are different from animal cells. Of course, you know that in our body having the cells as well the plant also having the different and different cells. We both called as a multicellular organisms or multi-cells is present. So in this question you have to compare what is present in the plant cell and what is not present in the animal cell. So let me begin. In the plant cell there is a chlorophyll for it is used for the photosynthesis. But in the animal cell, no photosynthesis, so there is no chlorophyll. So that is one of the most important. In the plant cell, there is a chlorophyll is present. But animal cell, no. Why? Because photosynthesis takes place. Second question. How is a prokaryotic cell different from eukaryotic cell? Before going to differentiate, you should know a prokaryotic cell means what, as well different what about the eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell means nuclear membrane is present. Eukaryotic cell means nuclear membrane is present in the prokaryotic cell as well absent in the eukaryotic cell. It has one chromosome in the case of prokaryotic cell. It has so many or multi or more chromosomes present in the case of eukaryotic cell. This is one of the most important question. It could come for the exam. Prokaryotic differentiated between prokaryotic cell as well the eukaryotic cell. Third question, what would happen if the plasma membrane rupture or break down? You know that plasma membrane is present in the cell. If it is not works or if it is the membrane has been broken down means what would happen? You have to think cell is having the cell membrane. That's the most important because it gives the structure to that. If the plasma membrane is ruptured or breakdown, no movement of substance takes place inside and outside of the plasma membrane. That is important. There is, just imagine you are in the home and if you close the door, there is open. If you close and open, the enter and close can be happen, or you can remove something. The door itself not there for the house. What could be there? There is no movement. The inside or outside. So the plasma membrane is very important, which will absorb the nutrient from the cell as well. It will carry it nutrients nucleus. What would happen to the life of a cell if there was no Golgi apparatus or Golgi complex? Yes, of course, Golgi complex is very important for the cell. If it is not there, what would happen? That is the one of the question in this chapter or in this chapter or a lesson. What would happen to the life, to any life or any plant or any life? If there was no Golgi complex, it's difficult to or it difficult for cell to storage. The Golgi complex is like a Godrej, stores the important things, modification and packing of products in vesicles which are not plaques. So, Golgi complex is one of the cell or which is store the items and pack it. Which organelle is known as powerhouse of the cell? One of the most. This question is also a general knowledge question. Which organelle of the cell having powerhouse, and it's why it is called a powerhouse of the body? You could have known that before going to this. Mitochondria is called as the powerhouses of the body. Why? Because energy required for various chemical activity needed for life is released by the mitochondria in the form of ATP. ATP is adenine triphosphate, which is very important to do any activities in our body. So, which is released from the mitochondria. Where do the lipids and the protein constituting the cell membrane get synthesized? You could say that lipids is very important to our body, protein are totally carbohydrates, or we could say it is a nutrients is very important. But all these are where it is synthesized. Lipids and proteins are synthesized in endoplasmic reticulum. ER, sometimes ER we are mentioning. Lipids and proteins are synthesized by the, in the endoplasmic reticulum. So question number 7. How does an amoeba obtain its food? Of course, you know that amoeba is a single-celled body, or which is cannot be seen our eyes because it is a microorganism. Amoeba obtains food from the process called endocytosis. The means getting the food and other material from its external environment itself. The amoeba will move towards the food vacuole. Then the amoeba will change its body shape, formation of pseudopodia, and the pseudopodia uncover the food vacuole. Then amoeba are going to digest the food. Question number 8. What is osmosis? This is very important question. Osmotic pressure or a osmosis is the random movement of the molecule from higher concentration to the lower concentration when they are separated by the semi-permeable membrane, where the important word is concentration. Higher number of molecule will move towards the lower number of molecules through the membrane called semi-permeable. The total this process is called as osmosis. Osmosis means the higher concentration to the lower concentration. You could know that if you keep one side of the sugar water as well another side of the water, then through the semi-permeable sugar molecule will passes from sugar concentration to the next. Success is the sum of small efforts. Yes, if the success have to reach means you have to keep your efforts day by day. Please subscribe my channel. The channel name is Shruti Peral. Myself, Shruti, having the qualifications MSc, B.Ed along with the clearance of exams like TET and GPSTR.